And a half. I'm not going to convince a single person. I want to convince people to be Republicans. I want to convince people to change their mind about foreign policy. I want them to remember the reasons we went in. The concluding point I want to make is that in October 2002, that decision of Congress reaffirmed the lip service only Clinton policy of regime change. That's pre-September 11th. After September 11th, it became more important that pro-terrorist dictatorships have regime change. It didn't become less important. And the fact that it's 2007 now doesn't, only makes it more so. The U.S. Congress made the correct decision. It is unthinkable to have defeat in this war.
I think, from my perspective, we've allowed the left and the MoveOn.org organization define our current presence in Iraq. And if we don't start taking an aggressive approach to defining the Iraq war from our point of view, we're going to lose the next election. And I think it is a winnable issue. And the issue is, if we're not fighting terrorism in Iraq aggressively, then the bombs will be going off in this country, and you better believe it. This is not Vietnam. The enemy in this case will follow us back to our shores, and we need to tell that message.
Will this affect us on all levels in 2008? Yes. If the war is going well, we will win. If the war is going not well, it will be harder for us to win. None of that makes the war wrong. Janine Garofalo said that she believed that Iraq had weapons of mass destruction. I remember she said we shouldn't go in there because it's going to provoke them to use it. I'm glad we went in before they got it. I wish we had done the same with Hitler.
Yes, I think the issue is going to be with us in 2008 because I think this long war on terrorism is not going to be over anytime soon. I think we need to change. I think we need, as I look at it, in the last cycle, I think we would have been wise 2 or 3 months before the election to scrap all our plans for direct mail campaigns in 6 ledge districts, and then take all that money, have Dan Evans sit in front of a television camera for 30 seconds and deliver a message saying, you may be unhappy with the national policy of the war, but local and state Republicans don't have anything to do with that policy. They're more concerned with vital issues of transportation, education, health care, and whatever. Please, when you go to the polls, don't let your anger and frustration carry over to the local and state races. Think about your local community. That message delivered in the Seattle media on TV with the $150,000 that we've raised, plus all the free media it would generate, I think would have had more impact on our local and state races. And it's something we ought to consider.